Stepping Up to the Plate on BCTV is presented by Smoker & Company and One Source Business Solutions.
All right, hello everybody. This is Dan Clouser, president of the Big Vision Foundation. We're out here at the Big Vision Sports Complex on site with Kevin Dougherty from Dick's Sporting Goods. Kevin, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us here. It's a beautiful day for some baseball and softball. It's a great complex you guys got here. Happy to be here.
So this weekend we're out here as part of the Young Sluggers series that Dick's Sporting Goods sponsors. Tell me a little bit about the Young Sluggers series and why you guys, kind of hit the road and get out to different complexes.
So we really want to start to engage the enthusiast athlete. That's one area that we're starting to really grow and engage in. With this Young Slugger series, this is a great opportunity to do that. We got 40 plus travel teams here today, and it's been a great day. Opportunity, get out some great stuff, give away some great items to the enthusiast athlete, as well as then also get a lot of our vendor names out in the public, and really just as a whole, we have a similar mission: go out, get kids involved in sports, make it enjoyable, and then that way they continue to pursue their athletic careers throughout the rest of their life, because there's so many benefits to that.
And so you guys have been a sponsor of ours since we first signed the lease with the County of Berkshire for the complex out here. That support has continued to grow. Dick's is a huge corporation, but yet they still focus on small grassroots organizations like ours and supporting them. So that's kind of where your role comes in from the marketing piece. Tell me why Dick's as a corporation, really does continue to focus on these grassroots efforts.
Yes, and I think if you look at it, we have a similar mission across the board. Sports matter. I'm sure you're very familiar with that initiative we have as a company, and I think we mesh that together where you as a facility, continue to grow sports and keep kids involved, and I think that's a great combination, which is why we've continued a great partnership here with you guys, and really happy to be on site and kind of promote our brand as well as then promote your brand too here during the tournament, as well as then on top of that give out some great items from Rawlings, Easton, and a bunch of other vendors we have have received product for, and do a bunch of enter to wins too. So that way it's really a great day, not only for baseball, softball, but in general for the families that have come to watch their kids, and also engage them too when maybe mom or maybe their son or daughter are not playing, and we have cornhole set up here, and really just kind of make it a fun day overall, and not just all about baseball, softball.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, again, for us, we're always out, looking to create an experience for the kids. So anytime we can have a vendor out here, and again, you guys have kind of, gone above and beyond with the cornhole and the giveaways and that sort of stuff. It just, again, lends to that experience. As far as the interaction you guys have had with the teams, how's it been so far today? You guys happy with, the feedback you've gotten? Yeah,
everything's been phenomenal. We're going to be giving away some prizes here from some of the vendors we have in store, Rawlings, Yeti, Easton, and it's been very well received. We've been giving out a ton of water bottles. The tournament bags have been well received by the coaches with the Yeti Ramblers in there, the Easton Windbreaker M5 batting jacket, as well as then Adidas. We've given away some notebooks, things like that from Adidas too, and overall it's just been a great experience, and I think a lot of people have really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. So any other last things you want to add before we sign off?
No. Once again, we really appreciate the opportunity to be here and be able to engage your fans and be a part of this great tournament, and looking forward to a continuing partnership for years to come.
All right. Thank you. Again, we are definitely grateful for the support from Dick's, and appreciate you coming out. So thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, here we are out at the FC Revolution Big Kick Soccer Camp. I'm joined again with Shay Moyer. She spoke to us last year during the camp. Shay, thanks for joining me again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you're just finished your sophomore year at Penn State. How'd the season go this year?
We had a really good season. We made it to the Elite Eight, so it was a good run. Obviously, we wanted to go further, but hopefully we'll do a little better this year. Yeah.
Awesome. A lot of the same starters returning next year?
We lost a lot of seniors, but we have a really good incoming freshman class, so it looks really promising.
Awesome. So last year we talked a little bit about how you've come up through the FC Revolution Club. Obviously, you're part of the FC family, literally. Your uncle Mike Moyer started the club, and obviously Jerry's still deeply involved. What is it about, coming back in the summer and working the camp and wanting to give back to the younger kids that makes you want to come out here?
Yeah, no, I know that when I was little, I was doing all of these big kid camps, and that's definitely helped me get to where I am today, just working on the skills, working on the drills. So anything I can do to give back, I definitely want to be a part of.
Awesome. Tell me what it's like now that you got 2 years Division I soccer under your belt. Now you're probably stepping into a little bit more of a leadership role as you become a junior and into your senior year. Tell me how that shift has kind of occurred, taking on these different roles throughout your career.
Yeah, I think throughout my whole career, I've definitely had a lot of different roles. There's been times where I haven't even seen the field for some games. But yeah, now that I'm a junior, I want to be a leader for the team, and I think it's really cool to have different roles and be able to start as a player who's kind of a follower and end up gaining that respect for my team and being a leader.
Awesome. Who are some of the players that have kind of mentored you throughout your early years in college here?
So two players that come to mind are Maddie Nolf and Emily Ogle. They're actually both playing professionally right now. But when I came in, they were juniors and so nice to me, so caring and kind, and they were our captains last year. So definitely people I try to emulate as I become a leader.
Awesome. How important do you think that is to be able to find a mentor and somebody who can, kind of take you under their wing and, for you to have those roles reversed, to kind of take a younger player under your wing?
Yeah, I think it's super important. I think when you come to college, you don't really know what to expect, and having someone there to just kind of have your back is really awesome. So now that I'm a junior, I'm trying to reach out to some of the freshmen and make sure they're comfortable coming in and ready to go.
Awesome. Was there ever an option to go anywhere other than Penn State, coming from the family that you come from?
Yeah, coming from two Penn State athletes, it was definitely, I looked at other schools, but no, I've always wanted to go to Penn State since I was a kid, and I'm happy with that choice.
So if you ever went on visits to other schools, did they always take you to the worst parts of those schools? Say, Shay, this is why you don't want to go here?
No, they actually encouraged me to look at other schools, and I visited some other ones, but Penn State was the one for me.
That's cool. All right. Well, thanks again for joining me, and have fun the rest of the camp.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. I'm now out here joined with OJ from Penn State, a student just graduated, actually from Germany. OJ, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, again, we were talking a little bit off camera. You just graduated from Penn State. Again, tell me what kind of led the decision to come from Germany to play at Penn State.
So I was going to my senior year in high school in Germany, and I always knew that I kind of wanted to go overseas. Didn't really know it was going to be US or Australia or something. Then I found out about college soccer and the whole thing, so it kind of started there when I was started to really think about going to the US and going to a college, and then Penn State emerged as one of the best choices there, and yeah, I'm glad it all worked out.
That's awesome. What age did you start playing soccer over in Germany?
I think I was 4.
Okay.
Don't know if you can call that soccer at that age, but
Chasing the ball around on the field.
but something like that, yeah.
So at what point in your younger days did you realize you were talented enough to actually go on and play Division I college soccer?
I don't know. I feel like when you're so young, you just play because you're having fun, and I feel like that's what it always was. I mean, of course you notice that you're maybe a little better than the other kids and everything, but I don't think I noticed that it was serious until I was like maybe 12. I joined a boys team, and they were really competitive, and we had a really good coach, and I think that's what kind of started.
Cool. I love the fact that you pointed out that it's always still about fun. So even after 4 years of Division I college soccer at a really great program in our country, you still manage to keep the fun in it. How important is that for younger players as they start taking the game more seriously to keep that element of fun in it?
Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think you can play or do anything in life without enjoying it, and I think even though the older you get, usually the harder it gets, and sometimes you don't know why you're doing it, or you don't really want to do it. But I think if you go back to the fun element of it, then it's easy to remember why you play soccer, and you're doing it for fun. You're doing it with your teammates to have a great time together. And I think even though it gets serious sometimes, and you got big games and you got big losses, you got big wins, at the end it's just about having fun.
Yeah. And I think really building on those relationships. I mean, I'm sure there's so many people you've met on the field who that's where the relationship starts, but it carries on so much more off the field, and it's those memories that kind of keep us wanting to do it. So you graduated from Penn State. You're looking ahead at the future. Tell me what some of your plans are here.
Yeah, so I'm trying to play pro in Germany. I've actually been talking with a team over there and been talking with the coaches, and I'll join them for preseason in about 2 to 3 weeks. And I hope that all works out, and then I'll hopefully get a contract and be on the field back soon.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that. And last thing I want to ask you is, coming out helping here with the FC camp. Obviously, you're not like a former FC player. You're here because of one of your teammates in college, Shea Moyer. What is it that makes you want to come out and give back to these younger kids during camp like this?
Oh, I mean, camp is always a fun time. I used to do camps when I was younger, so I still remember what it's like. I did a couple camps at Penn State, which is always a great time. And I think it's just about, again, having fun, giving back to kids that enjoy the game, that love the game. And it's great to just give them something that I've maybe learned. I'm not saying I'm great at soccer, that I know everything, but I feel like I know a couple things. And yeah, it's nice to just teach them something I've learned, and then hopefully they can take that with them wherever they go.
That's awesome. Well, thanks again for joining me. Good luck the rest of the camp here, and good luck in your journey to go on and play professionally in Germany.
Thank you so much.
And have a safe trip back overseas.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, here we are. We're still out here at the FC Revolution Big Kick Soccer Camp, joined with FC Revolution owner Mike Moyer. Mike, thanks for joining me.
Fun day. It's always fun having these camps here at Big Vision.
Awesome. So we love the partnership that we have with FC Revolution. I think it's mutually beneficial. You play an integral part in just the success overall of our organization. We appreciate that. How many years has Big Kick been going on? This is year 30 or something crazy like that?
Yeah, the first one we started it's actually called Coldwell Banker All County Realtors Soccer Camp in 1985. So we're year 34. Is that right?
Nice.
Good math.
So why do you enjoy coming out here and working with the younger kids in a camp setting?
I think our whole goal is to make sure kids enjoy the game. And if they spend a week with our staff, we have a great staff, and that's the reason they do it. Yes, we have good activities and the kids have fun there, but our staff just knows how to run things. They make the sport what it should be, which is a fun game. And I think that's what's most important.
Yeah. And we a little earlier we talked with Shea and OJ, players from Penn State, and actually an international player. How important is it to you to be able, and obviously you got an inside track with Shea, she's your niece, but how important is it to bring that type of caliber athlete out here to be able to relate with the kids?
Yeah, we like to have a mix in our staff. So we have guys like Jason Mall, who played on a state championship high school team, 20-year teacher at Ole, high school soccer coach, club coach. We have college players as our coaches. We have kids that just graduated serving as volunteers. And we have some really good overall soccer professionals, Eric Franks, Chris Laverdor, who are full-time with FC Revolution. But getting people like Shea and OJ especially, with all that experience internationally, I mean, Shea's played all over the world, from Russia to South America with the national team. OJ is going to be signing a professional contract in Frankfurt, Germany this summer. So kids like this are never exposed to talent like that. So we try to get a good mix of different kind of staff members. It seems to work, and we'll just keep doing it.
Awesome. So talking about international talent and world-class talent, back in 2015, right after the U.S. won the World Cup, you guys brought Allie Krieger out here as part of your Insta Skills camp.
That's it.
Only took 3 tries, and kind of introduced us to Allie at that point. And we've got coming up in July, Allie Krieger coming out here again. I mean, how important is it, do you think, for clubs like yourself to be able to again bring World Cup athletes out here. I mean, it wasn't the first time you guys did something with Allie. Just talk a little bit about the importance of that.
Yeah, this will actually be the third time Allie comes to Berks County. I actually had the chance. I met her dad back in 1986. We were coaching together in Houston, Texas for 2 weeks. Got to know Ken back then. Great guy. And 5 years ago, I called him up to our first Insta Skills program. She then came here to Big Vision 4 years ago after the World Cup. Allie Krieger is top notch. I mean, not only is she a World Cup champion, but she's a world champion person. So she brings it all: her integrity, her skills, her people skills, her soccer knowledge, her international experience. She also played in Germany. And now the World Cup #2. She had a great game the other night as well. Played only all 90 minutes for the national team. If you have a chance to be with Allie Krieger, even for 2 hours, you need to do it. She's worth every penny, and it's not that expensive.
No, it's not. And again, I think what you said there is just that she is a world-class human being. Obviously, you opened up the door for us, for me to be able to do a podcast with her when she was here in 2015. When I first saw that she was launching her AKFC camps, I reached out to her immediately. Used you as the name drop there, and we were able to connect. But again, I could tell, and again, not being a soccer guy, I could tell, how great of a human being she was just in a short, 15, 20-minute interaction with her. And I think that's so important, not just to get world-class athletes out here, but world-class human beings. So, we definitely, that's part of the partnership that we always talk about, FC helping Big Vision Foundation and, being able to open those type of doors. And when we first started talking to Allie about doing the camp out here, she wasn't on the World Cup team. And, I think just her story of how she battled and worked every day, not knowing if she was going to get that call, and it came, is a great story for kids to learn. So
yeah, it's a great story because she played all 90 minutes in game 2. So the other thing about Big Vision, though, and we haven't rehearsed this at all, but Jenny Finch being here, world class, probably the best softball player in the history of the game, and now Allie Krieger, a world champion, hopefully a 2-time world champion. You can't beat it. I mean, young kids need to be exposed to the best. Those two are the best.
Absolutely. And like I said, they're both world-class human beings as well. So it's, it's awesome to be able to do that, and you guys understand the importance of it as well. So, definitely for anybody out there watching this, you definitely want to sign your kid up to, not just what they're going to learn soccer skill-wise, but what they're going to learn life skill-wise from, Allie Krieger when she's out here at the end of July 23rd and 24th. So any last things you want to add about the Big Kick Camp or about, FC's role in getting Allie Krieger back here?
No, I think it's just important to get to the websites, the Big Vision Foundation.org and FCRevolution.com, and just check out all the different programs that both organizations do, and it'll help your child become a better athlete and better person overall.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yep.
All right, here we are out at the Big Vision Sports Complex down at Soccer Field 4. I'm joined with one of our employees and also a player in the Berks Women's Soccer League, Kasey Jackson. Kasey, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So this is your first year playing in the league. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool that you can work here and then come back and play games on Sunday afternoons. Yeah. You played soccer in college 2 years at Mansfield, and you'll play 2 years at Penn State Hazleton. Tell me just what it was like, for you going from high school, making that transition to college soccer.
It was definitely difficult at first because you go from, having 2 days at preseason to having 2 weeks of 3 days. So that was difficult. So you wake up at 6 a.m., you go condition, you go, and then you play an hour later, and then you do fitness another hour later. But it definitely helped with college because it helped me time manage. And it gave me a family that I don't think I would have if I didn't play. So it helped with time management. It helped me be more goal driven and say, I'm not gonna nap today, I'm gonna go lift so I can get better at what I love to do.
Gotcha. And what is it about the game of soccer that you enjoy so much?
I think the team atmosphere and just the competitiveness of women's soccer. I think when you watch men's soccer,
it's faster play. When you watch women play, I think it's more physical and body oriented. So, and then having a team behind you to know that if I mess up, they're not going to rip me a new one. They're just going to say, hey, like, do better, I got your back.
So we're in the midst of the Women's World Cup. Obviously, U.S. Women's National Team is doing well as we head into the round of 16. When you watch some of those women play, I mean, how does that inspire you to go out and play?
Most, like, again, the teamwork, the work ethic that they have, and then you see them do all the foot skills, and you're like, well, I want to do that. So then you see that, and you're like, well, I can do that. You know what I mean? You go out, you work hard at it, you get better at it, and at the end of the day, it's like, these women are playing for our country. Why can't I go out and try my hardest?
Yeah. So even when you're playing in a rec league like this, I mean, obviously the competitive juices are still flowing. Obviously it's probably not nearly as competitive as your college season, but what made you want to come out and kick it around a little bit more of an organized atmosphere in the summer?
More so to get a couple more touches on the ball, but I also have a couple of friends on my team, so I thought, why not? It couldn't hurt. So
anytime you can be out there running around and getting touches, it's gonna help you for sure. So what do you think the U.S. chances are winning the Cup this year?
I think we're gonna win it.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, and good luck the rest of the way. And we got some good footage of you out there during your last game, so thanks again.
Thank you.
So we're out here at the 2019 Turfist Summer Solstice Tournament, and I'm joined with our 16 under Berkshire Red Sox coach, Stefan Croft. Stefan, thanks for joining me.
Oh, absolutely. Good to be here, Dan.
All right. So 16 under team had a good weekend. They were hoping to follow our 16 under Bobcats and pick up a championship, but came up a little short in the championship game against a team you beat earlier today. Tell me how you feel about the team's performance this weekend.
I can't be more happier for these guys. I mean, the way that they came together, considering all the games that we played, we had a doubleheader on Friday, and a lot of guys, threw a lot of innings, and they still pulled it together, a lot of hits, a lot of runs, and came as a team, played as a team, won as a team, and we lost as a team, absolutely. And they were still happy at the end of the day, and they enjoyed their weekend.
Awesome. So you've had the rain's kind of killed us a little bit, but you guys had a pretty vigorous schedule so far this year, playing in the City County League. So you guys are playing anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6 games a weekend. How's the team holding up with that?
Yeah, they're holding up pretty good. Their spirits are really high. They just love being out there in the dirt, getting hits, running around the field, being with their friends, and what more can you ask for in a summer of baseball with your pals?
Awesome. How you feeling about the rest of the season?
I think this is winning is contagious, and I think this might be a good turning point for us. We've got guys who are finally starting to figure some things out. We've got guys that are finally fitting into their positions the way that they should be, and I think we're going to continue to manufacture runs. And as long as we don't leave outs on the field, we're going to be good.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Dan.
Trust, confidence, passion, and positivity. And those 4 key components, I think, describes the Warrior Way and is, defines AKFC and what I envision to really help our youth.
Just want to be someone who kids can aspire to be and just have a role model that, inspires them to want to get better every day, live a healthy lifestyle, and want to be happy and have fun in something that they love to do, because that's how I feel. I'm so passionate about football, and I hope that I can relay that message onto them and just get them as passionate as I am. And I think it's important to give back to these kids because they do need a good role model to have in sports and then just in life in general. And I think that as female athletes, we can provide that. We have so many different personalities on the U.S. national team, and we have so many young kids who can relate to different personalities that we have. And now we have to give back, and it's a part of our duty, and we want to do that.
U.S. Women's National Team member and 2015 World Cup champion Ali Krieger will be coming back to the Big Vision Sports Complex on July 23rd and 24th to conduct one of her world-renowned AKFC soccer camps. You won't want to miss this. Register today at alikrieger.com.